Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
"19 years later, marking a day that changed our nation, we are going to take you to local and national events honoring the thousands of lives lost on 9/11. We will have complete coverage of the events underway in just moments, but we do want to begin with new information in a hate crime investigation taking place in the city of Warren. Warren Police Department is now offering a $3,000 reward to find the person who slashed a black family's tires, wrote threats on their cars, and threw a rock through their window. And as defender Sean Lay found out, their home has been shot up more than once. He's live uncovering new information this noon. Sean?
Rhonda, I just spoke to the family, the Hall family. They're not staying at that home right now for fear of this guy coming back. And guess what? He did come back last night. We were at the home last night. Police were everywhere, and we watched them pull a bullet out of their home from a Monday night shooting. This family was attacked Wednesday night. Then after the police left last night, this guy came back. We have security camera footage of him. Look at his hand. He is holding that gun. New at noon, new chilling security camera images of a man holding a gun next to the family home of the Hall family in Warren. Late last night, another shot was fired into the family's home. Monday night, shots were fired at the home. Wednesday night, the home and family came under attack. A rock thrown through the front window, terrorizing this family inside. Outside, tires slashed on all of their vehicles and racist messages of hate written on their cars. Moments ago, Warren Police Commissioner Bill Dwyer announcing that capturing the man who is targeting this family is the top priority for his department, and Warren Police are now offering a $3,000 reward to the person who can identify him.
Well, first of all, it's very disturbing. I mean, the victims in this case are both veterans, and I did go out of my way this morning to thank them, and that we're not going to tolerate them going through this type of hate crime, and it is a hate crime.
Back here live, even the FBI now has been called in because this is a federal offense. A federal hate crime investigation has been launched. Warren Police, the commissioner tells me he has a team of detectives working that neighborhood. We saw them going door to door last night. We're seeing them go door to door today. And also that $3,000 reward. And the police commissioner says, call him personally here at the department with anonymous information, and you can get that reward. Rhonda, much more coming up also with the Hall family. We talked to them inside. We talked to them again outside. And we'll also have more on why police think this guy lives right in that neighborhood. Back to you.
That is chilling, scary video. Let's hope that the reward brings people out to track him down. Sean, thank you. This September 11th, I should say, the community is coming together to show support for a Wayne County Sheriff's Deputy Corporal killed in the line of duty. The funeral for Corporal Bryant Searcy is happening right now at the Third New Hope Baptist Church in Detroit. You can see a big showing outside from the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Searcy was killed earlier this month during an attack by an inmate at the Wayne County Jail. That inmate was trying to escape and is now facing murder charges. In downtown Detroit right now, a memorial is underway to remember the nearly 3,000 lives lost in the terror attacks on 9/11. About 400 were law enforcement officers.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light?
Mayor Mike Duggan, Detroit Police Chief James Craig, and Executive Fire Commissioner Eric Jones are on hand at Campus Martius Park to honor the heroes we lost that day. It is the 19th anniversary of those attacks that none of us will ever forget. In New York, a moment of silence was held at 8:46 this morning, as it is every year, the first time that the first plane hit the World Trade Center. Then the names of every victim were read, a remembrance that takes hours. As Chris Pallone shows us, ceremonies are being held in different ways this year to show respect, but also keep people safe.
In Lower Manhattan, the city which promised to never forget paused to remember. keeping alive the memories of the nearly 3,000 people who died in the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, the heroic rescuers who died trying to save them, and those who have passed in the years since from exposure to the toxic chemicals that engulfed the area for months.
Michael Rourke Andrews.
But this year, the remembrances are different. COVID-19 forcing crowd sizes to be limited, hand sanitizer and masks plentiful. Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden attended the Ground Zero service, where organizers decided for the first time not to have family members read the names of all the fallen in order to maintain social distancing.
Luis Alfonso Chimbo.
That decision spurred a charity group to hold a separate commemoration with family members reading the names live just steps away.
For the families, loved ones, and friends they left behind.
At the Pentagon, Secretary of Defense Mark Esper attended a wreath laying dedicated to the 184 people who died there. A giant American flag covered the spot where the hijacked plane crashed into the building. And in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, President Trump joined the family members of people who died on United Flight 93 for a private memorial service.
To the family members of Flight 93, today every heartbeat in America is wedded to yours. Your pain and anguish is the shared grief of our whole nation.
Christine Burton Basmajan.
Across the nation, people keeping their promise to never forget by pausing to remember. Chris Pallone, Local 4.
So nice for those families that continues. In Grosse Pointe Farms this morning, a small group gathered at the War Memorial to pay respect to the Michiganders' loss. Rob Maloney takes us there.
The Grosse Pointe Farms War Memorial used to be the Alger family home. They donated it back in the 1940s. Well, 19 years ago today, 57-year-old David Alger was at his desk working in the mutual fund in the World Trade Center when the first plane hit, giving their memorial here that much more significance. The War Memorial is a moving setting to start with, the Veterans Garden. A massive American flag at half-staff. A whipped-up Lake St. Clair lapping at the seawall. But the 8:46 a.m. bell, marking the time the first plane hit the World Trade Center, made it more so.
Parents, Edward Adderley Jr., Roll Oak, David Alger, Grosse Pointe.
They read the names of the 19 Michiganders who perished that day. War Memorial President Charles Burke proudly hosted today's memorial.
And as a patriotic, cultural, and community leader, the War Memorial is committed to these moments in time where we can bring people together and to really think about our past as we think about our future.
The several dozen attendees sat carefully socially distanced and hearkened back to a time when a jolting attack unified a nation. Matt Guinta of Detroit marveled at the heroism displayed that day.
The valor and brave actions of all the first line responders is just inspirational and eerie at the same time.
Anita Lorilla of Huntington Woods came out feeling a need to somehow connect.
I think 9/11's been kind of buried this year with the coronavirus, and I just needed to be somewhere to remember.
In Grosse Pointe Farms, Rod Maloney.
Todd M. Beamer, Flint.
Local 4.
Rod, thank you. We are going to switch gears this noon, check in with meteorologist Andrew Humphrey, and for Brandon today. And for the first time in days, we finally have some sunshine.
Thank goodness. We're looking at temperatures right now also climbing a bit higher. Yesterday's high temperature was 65 degrees. We're already getting close to that mark here at lunchtime. Mostly low and middle 60s here in Detroit. Cooler spot in Pontiac with 59. Same thing in Sandusky. 62 in Lapeer. 63 degrees in Grosse Ile, Adrian, and at Metro Airport. Looking good as we look at downtown Detroit. Beautiful sunshine on this day. We're looking at temperatures that will climb into the middle and upper 60s later this afternoon with a nice breeze out of the east-northeast at around 11 miles per hour. And that wind will eventually be out of the north at around 4 to 9 miles per hour. Bottom line is, though, temperatures higher than yesterday and plenty of sunshine throughout the day, unlike the last few. So can we keep this going into the weekend? We'll talk about the prospect for sunshine, but also the prospect for showers and where temperatures go. The good news is they go higher this weekend. I've got that in your 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, we look forward to the warm-up. Thank you, Andrew. Detroit police are continuing to search for a man who dropped off a baby at Sinai Grace Hospital last night. Police are telling us that no one came forward last night. They say that the man drove up to the hospital, asked a person to hold this infant that was just born, and then he said he was parking his car, but he never came back. He was driving a silver older model Dodge Durango with gold-colored rear hatch. The baby girl appeared to be just a few days old. Police are worried about the baby's mother as well. Western wildfires up and down the coast are raging out of control. A California fire has now become the deadliest of the year. Where things stand in the fight of these fires coming up. And the officers charged in George Floyd's death appear in court, while they are arguing to each get their own trial.